This is Gemini Moon. Thank you for coming to spend some time with me today. I've just been chatting away to myself for the past 7 minutes, not realising that it paused. So let me catch you up. I am doing my nails. It's just a gel nail, and I'm not showing you what I'm doing because I don't have time to do that today. I am filming this, doing my nails whilst my little boy is asleep, and so it just needs to be super simple and quick. I was just telling you about my day because when I was regularly uploading videos last year, I was filming in a yoga studio, and I don't work there anymore. I'm still a yoga teacher. Still very much in love with teaching, but I actually use my own spaces now and rent my own places on a kind of hourly basis. And so this morning, me and my little boy went to set up one of the spaces because I use a dance studio to teach from on one of the days of the week, and they actually run a toddler dance class in the morning. So we go to the dance class in the morning, and then afterwards we go ahead and set up the room for my class, which is in the evening. And he's super helpful with setting up and things. And today I actually had extra helpers because the other little children wanted to help. They have seen us do it a few times now, so they kind of knew what to do and just kind of got on with it, so that was cool. So I'm painting my nails. I'm just doing it's called Dusk. It's like a dusky pink. And then I am going to top it with a pearl coat. I'm not going to go ahead and show you my hand because of my nails, because I think that's why it stopped filming. I think that's why it stopped recording, because my phone's got that funny thing, like turned on when you hold up your hand for it to automatically take a picture or start recording. I think it mistook me holding up my nails to show you as me asking it to stop filming, so I'm not going to make that mistake again. I hope you're doing well. This video is soft-spoken today because, again, I don't want to have to worry about still using my Tascam, but I don't want to have to worry about setting things up so that you're super close to me. It's just easier for today's video, but let me know what you think. I've not done very many softly spoken videos before. If you like my softly spoken voice, then go ahead, let me know. I can do more of these. They're actually the easier videos to film. And I've just realised that I didn't turn my flight mode on, so it might be interfering with the microphone. Let me go ahead and do that now. There. Sorry if you've got interference in the first 4.5 minutes of this. Okay, so I've done the pink, and now I'm going to do my pearly top coat. I really wanted to do a pale pink today, but I don't have a pale pink, but I could mix it. But again, I don't want to spend time mixing something and then for him to wake up. Basically, I've got like nap fear of my toddler not sleeping for as long as he should do, and waking up early, and me not being done with what I want to do whilst he sleeps. This is like prime time to do self-care, watch part of a film, or catch up with a series, read a book, that kind of stuff. Adult things that you do without children. It's quite good weather here at the moment, so I'm in the UK, and in Suffolk, which is about an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe a push away from London. So we don't have anything interesting here. There's no seaside or anything. Kind of a bit in the middle of just land. Anyway, but the weather's been really nice, and it's early as well for the weather to be that nice because it's still spring. So we've just been enjoying it, been doing nice things outside, water play in the garden. He's got like a tray I put water in, and we put his dinosaurs in and build a dinosaur land with rocks and bits of tree from the garden, things like that. Yeah, so we've been doing that, and obviously I've been working, so I work about 7 or 8 classes a week, and I do those around him. So it goes to nursery or to daycare, whatever you call it, 3 days a week, and I teach in those 3 days, and then I also teach one evening, which is tonight, and either his daddy looks after him or his granny looks after him. So that's another update, I guess. When I first started this channel, I was living, me and my husband, we had a 3-bedroom house, and we lived together, and I was filming in our spare bedroom. But then my mum actually moved to the area and stayed with us while she was hunting for a house. But she never found one because, what year was that? 2021? I think it was 2021. She moved in with us, and towards the end of 2021. And she didn't find a house. The house prices went up. So we decided that we were thinking of starting a family ourselves. So we just thought, well, why don't we buy something together? So we did. So now we have a 4-bedroom house, and this is where we live. So I'm in the office, which is a shared space between me and my mum. So more difficult for me to film as and when I want to. And it's also the room that's right next to hers. So when she's in bed, I can hear her moving around and a typical old person coughing. So it's difficult for me to film when she's in bed, especially when she's not well, and that happens quite often actually, sadly. And of course in the day I'm looking after my little boy, and there's a lot of road noise. We live much closer to a busy road than we did before. Before in the old house, that wasn't road noise, wasn't a problem. I'm managing it today, so far anyway. Yeah, there's a few noises happening. I think maybe she might be coming upstairs. So I'm using Madame Glam for my base coat and my top coat. Yeah, That was perfectly timed, wasn't it? Yeah, so I'm using Madame Glam, and then Premier Gel, and this is because Madame Glam used to like be my it's like my initial collection, and then I expanded my collection with Premier Gel, and it's like way more affordable than Madame Glam is. Don't know if they're still going actually. Yeah, okay, so it's kind of like big life updates. That's the main changes. There's nothing much. It's just, yeah, that kind of mum juggle of getting used to what life is like now, having to think about a little person at the same time as you think about yourself. It's strange. There's lots of things, lots of opportunities recently that have like come my way that I've just been like, I actually can't say yes to these things because they just don't balance with everything else, which is quite hard, but I think that is just the way it is when you have a younger child, and I'm hoping that once he's a bit older and is in school 5 days a week, then I might be able to say yes to some things, and that's okay. It's a bit sad at the moment when I have to say no to things now that I would really like to do. This is like work-wise, but I'm sure those things will come up again when the time is right. Some things that I have been kind of like watching recently is I finished, what was that? I finished Legends. So Legends is on Amazon, and it's a follow-on from Vampire Diaries and the originals. And that was actually really good. Like super cheesy. I think if you're a 90s, 80s or 90s child and find that kind of poor production, cheesy storylines good, then I recommend it. I'm sure that's probably not what they were going for, in fairness, but that's how it felt. It just felt, yeah, quite nostalgic. And I've now moved on to The Wheel of Time, which is a new one, again on Amazon, and that's really good. Like, I am watching that whenever I can, staying up too late to watch it after I've put him to bed, or watching it during nap time. I was going to do that today, but my nails were so badly chipped. I had red polish on before, and I just thought, no, I need to go and do something about these, but also it would be a good video to do. So I gave myself about 10 minutes on TikTok, and then got myself up and was like, yep, let's go. Let's go film. So I hope this is all okay and it all comes out okay. Who knows? I seem to be one of those people that is like constantly cursed. I think I'm hexed when it comes to tech. Like, I'm quite good with tech. Like, you know, I'm good on the computer and like I pick things up really quickly. But I just, when it comes to making content, I find it like really challenging. There's always something in the way that stops it like going smoothly. For example, you know, like I'll be trying to do content for my yoga, and and filming bits for people to do at home, and it'll be like, oh, the microphone isn't syncing, or the batteries run out, or my tripod breaks, or I don't know, everything will be perfect, but then there'll be like some neighbour nearby cutting down a tree. It's just like, it always seems to be something. So when it comes to content, both in yoga and in ASMR, you're not the only ones that get neglected, sadly. It's just a lot to manage, but I try my best. And like I say, as he gets older, there'll be more opportunities, I'm sure. I love Grace V at the moment is doing all of her content. She's kept up with her filming schedule really well since she's become a mum, and I know how difficult that is. Oh, I've just put the top coat on without putting the shimmer top coat on. Oh, I'll do it again. Yeah, she's kept up with that really, really well. I know how stressful that must be for her. So it sounds like she's got good support from her mother-in-law and stuff like that to make it possible. I've really enjoyed her videos of late, and I'm signed on her Patreon now as well, because she's basically the only one now that I will religiously watch. There's others, but there's just any one of her videos just is perfect. So there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and finish these nails with this top coat for the pearl. The pearl is really nice. It's like orange and pinks. So it complements the gel underneath really well. And I will show you. So this is, I cut them really short. You see it's slightly sparkly. I wonder if I put that there. Yeah, kind of, you can kind of see it. And they were like a cranberry red previously. Put that back down. So this is nice, and because I obviously, when I'm teaching, I have bare feet as well. I tend to do my hands and my feet matching. Don't have time for that today because time is nearly up on nap time. Let's finish these off. And these usually last me 2 weeks. I can go 3 weeks if I'm happy for them to be tatty. But yeah, they do a good 2 weeks. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you have a good day or evening, whatever it is that you're doing. And I will try and sit down with you again soon.